I sleep really hot, and in order to try and lighten my load while backpacking, I purchased a 30-degree Enlightened equipment quilt. So normally on a sleeping bag, the part that goes on your back doesn't really provide any insulation because you're compressing it anyway. So on a quilt, there's just less material that you have to have. This, I think, weighs around 25 ounces. They make a little card when you get it. They actually weigh each one because they say each one's just slightly different. It's considerably less than my 35-degree Nemo bag. So it should save like almost, I think, a pound. Which is a lot. One thing you should be aware of when you order something from Enlightened equipment, if you're getting a custom item, it can take quite a while to actually ship. I think I ordered it and I think it took around 4 or 5 weeks for it to actually ship. If you're in a hurry, they do have some stock items which you can look at, but if you're getting custom, no, it can take longer. When it comes with its own big fluff sack here. And I ended up getting the bright orange outside with the white inside, which I don't know if that was the best the best choice, because this is gonna get dirty really fast, but it is what it is.
Why did you get bright white?
Well, I have an unhealthy fear of ticks, and so my idea of getting the bright white interior was if there were any bugs that got on me or in when I was sleeping, I'd be able to see them. They have a whole pile of colors to choose from. Go check out their website. You can get different colors on the outside, inside. Not only that, you can get as low as 7D material, which is super thin. This is 10D, and that's the ones they use on their pre-built ones. So this is the Apex version. So this is all synthetic, which means it's gonna weigh a little bit more than down, but if it gets wet, it should still provide you with a little more insulation. This is the Enigma model, and this one has a sewn up foot box. They make another version that this is not sewn up right here, so it can be opened completely up. I like to have warm feet, so I went with the Enigma model. You can open it up here. These are where the straps around the pad can attach. It's got 2 attachment points. And up here, they've got 2 snaps. And down here, there's a snap, and then there is a scrunchie. Oh, here it is. So you can see this is the shape of the Enigma. It's got that closed sewn in foot box, but then the whole upper is open. And this is the long wide version. There's a regular version, there's an extra wide version. They have all sorts of different versions if you do your custom order. What they also send you is a really nice, I actually really like this stuff sack, and I wish a lot of other, like the sleeping bag people would get on board with these, because this is like super lightweight material and it just weighs nothing, and it stuffs really nicely into this stuff bag. They also give you 2 straps that go around your sleeping pad, which is going to be an experience because I've never done this before. So these straps attach on either side of your sleeping pad with these clips, and then that basically keeps your quilt in place so you can still move around and not have those drafts. Some people just use 1 strap, some people use 2, some people then just only clip one side, so then it leaves the other side open. I think I'm gonna be plenty hot tonight, so I don't know what I think I'll try having it totally clipped in, and we'll see. Having straps is a completely foreign concept to me and to probably a lot of people, because they actually sent an email that explained what to do with the straps. And they also had a YouTube video, so I'll link down in the description as well. One is a loop, and that's the main one that goes around your pad and hooks to there. And then they say that this one can be used above the pad to clip in the top clips if necessary to make it tighter. Which I'm assuming if it's really cold, that's probably what you would want. This is gonna be a warm weather quilt for me, so probably not. You look here, you've got the male side and the female side, so you got, oh, wrong side. So make sure that you're putting the right side. And they say you can adjust these if you want to move them in to have more of the quilt around you, or scooch them out to have a little bit more room. And I'll clip it on here. That. Ooh, this is so bright white, but it's a little translucent too, so that's gonna get dirty fast. And then we have our male side. Clip that in there. There. probably needs to scooch down. Just gonna scooch down. There we go. It'll be interesting to see. I actually like to have my head covered, and that's why I went with a long, wide version. That way I can really pull it up here. But normally people will cinch this up around their neck, and then they'll have a beanie or something to keep their head warm. Another interesting thing, which will be to test, is my pillow doesn't have a strap with it, so it's going to be sliding all over the place. So we're going to have to figure that out. Unlike Nemo's, they have a special pocket for the pillows, so it's impossible for your pillow to end up on the ground later in the middle of the night. We're going to go grab some food, but we'll definitely record the first process of me trying to get in here and get all situated and see how that actually goes. But I'm actually pretty excited. Make sure and always test your gear before you actually need to use it and like have your life depend on it. I think we've partially mastered the fine art of gear testing. Pick a campground, go one-nighters, and then when you're doing that, you don't have to take as much gear, but you also get to do things like this. We stopped and got some extra things to keep us hydrated. And then we also got this from a food truck. Is absolutely amazing. So if you haven't tried the one-nighter, give it a try.
Last night it only got down to 52.2 inside the tent. We probably should have left the doors open, but this is actually a pretty good test for a warm weather. What I ended up doing was just unclipping this side, so I was completely free to fling this out and stay cool. So definitely in the 50s for a 30-degree bag or 30-degree quilt. Super hot. I did like having this foot box sewn up. I would have one foot in here, and it kind of anchored the end from being down there. And you know, sometimes you have a blanket and you pull on it and then it goes sliding off to the side. Well, having this foot box sewn up, you can have one foot in here and it keeps it where it needs to be. Last night I was trying out the Nemo Philo Elite, which is the smaller backpacking version. And in the middle of the night, I actually stole the Philo from Kelly and kind of swapped with her. It was a little bit of an issue not having any strap or anything. Let me show you how small this gets in its stuff sack. It gets pretty small. Keep in mind this is the synthetic version, so it doesn't compress down nearly as much as the down version.
Careful of that white on the dirt.
Like a big balloon. And it could compress quite a bit more if you actually had a compression sack, but I think that is a pretty good size for the bottom of your pack, and it weighs just hardly anything. Overall, pretty happy with at least the warm weather performance. We'll try some colder weather later. So I had this strap was down here, and I didn't actually feel it at all when I was laying on it. I kind of thought I would, so that's actually a non-issue. The other issue is there's nothing between you and the sleeping pad. Thought that could be an issue. Not an issue. Yeah. Kelly was like, do you have a sheet? I'm like, no, that's just the way you do it.
So overall, how was your... Happy you got it?
Yes, definitely. Go watch this video next. You can find us at exploretrekadventure.com.
And we'll see you next time.
I think we did it.